The everlasting ink of Silverdrop. Once upon a time, in the highest reaches of the sky, inside a castle made of cotton clouds, lived a traveler named Silverdrop. Silverdrop was actually an invisible speck of moisture. Gliding beside him was an albatross with giant sweeping wings. "Are you leaving again?" the albatross asked with curiosity. Silverdrop replied with a crystal-clear smile. "Yes, my friend, I only have a 10-day reservation here in the sky. My time is almost up, and new pages waiting to be written down below are calling my name." Suddenly, the air grew cold. Silverdrop became heavy, and he transformed into a raindrop, drifting gracefully towards the earth. As he touched the ground, a daisy greeted him. Embracing the daisy's roots, Silverdrop became a guest there for 2 months. "Where are you going in such a hurry?" the daisy called out from beneath the soil. "I must seep into the depths of the earth to learn the secret stories hidden underground," said the drop. As he filtered through the layers of earth, he encountered a sleepy worm in a shallow tunnel. Here, he fell into a dream that lasted 100 years. The worm told him, 100 years is a wonderful amount of time to rest here." But the drop went even deeper, to places where even the sun had forgotten its own name. There, he met a giant rock. "You can stay with me for 10,000 years, the rock said with an echoing voice. Time has no hurry here. The drop waited within the pores of the rock for thousands of years, listening to the very heartbeat of the world. After thousands of years, he burst forth from the eye of a spring back to the surface. He turned into a sparkling stream. Soon, he reached a wide lake where he met a wise turtle. "You can take 100 years to polish your story in the stillness of this lake, little one," the turtle said. In the calm of the lake, the drop reflected on the past. Then, the rivers called to him. As he was swept away by the current, a whiskered catfish swam up beside him. "This journey takes exactly 6 months," said the catfish. "In the end, the great blue giant is waiting for you." Finally, he reached the ocean. A dolphin leaped joyfully past him. "Welcome," said the dolphin. "You have a grand 3,000-year vacation here. We shall travel the whole world together." The drop traveled with the ocean currents all the way to the poles. There, he met a freezing chill and became a guest within a massive block of ice. Inside the glacier was an acorn, frozen from ancient times. "It has been exactly 100,000 years since I fell here," the acorn said. While Silverdrop waited for a century inside that ice, he carved everything he had seen into his memory. One day, when the sun tenderly stroked the ice of Antarctica, Silverdrop was set free. He warmed up, grew light, evaporated once more, and returned to the sky, back to the side of the albatross. As he rose above the clouds, he took a deep breath. Before him lay a page of pure white cloud. Silverdrop used the salt he brought from the depths of the ocean as his ink, and the light of the sun as his pen. And he began to write. Once upon a time, in the highest reaches of the sky. This whole story you have just read is actually the very tale that Silverdrop wrote upon the clouds after returning from his own journey. Because every drop of water we see on Earth is, in fact, an ancient author, carrying the world's memory for billions of years and rewriting its own adventure in every single cycle.